Hello, League of Tomorrowland. This is your commissioner speaking. I was gonna do, a little write-up script on the playoff preview, but I thought a video might be a little more entertaining. So here we go. Just gonna jump right into it. It's been a crazy year. We've had a lot of unforeseen circumstances happen. We've had a pandemic that kind of took over the league. A lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of just random shit that just came about that just needed to be taken care of. We had our first veto. Just added a new guy into the league, and he makes us veto one of his trades. But overall, only one team will prevail. We got four teams competing for the semifinals. Four teams that are currently out of contention. We got Lev Avi, who was, just did his best, but he couldn't make it. Between all his trades and injuries and overall tough season for Lev Avi. Usually makes the playoffs. It's a shame not to see him in the playoffs this season. Then we got Rhinos going from first to contending for last. Not a fan. Keeper Lamar Jackson in the 9th round. It's not pretty. Not pretty. Contention for the Waham Trophy. We got another contender for the Waham Trophy. The Rook, Nathan Cohen. First year in the league, he's showing that he may not be so ready for the big leagues. Came from EDC. He thought it was just a piece of cake in Tomorrowland, but obviously it's not the case. He got the last place. He kind of clinched last place already. But, he made a couple bad trades. Listen, he did contend. He did contend. I give you the credit for all the effort that you've put into this season, even though you knew that your team was Waham. You made the right effort to try and come back from your struggles. Who's the other guy we don't have over here? We got what's his name? Oh, Bob. Bob, I was really rooting for you this year. I was. I think that, out of the people that have not won a championship yet, including myself, it's time that there has to be a new champ in the League of Tomorrowland. I hope you're rooting for me. I will do my best to win. But we're playing some tough teams out there. We got CD's Nuts versus Hot Chub this week. Hot Chub making the playoffs every year. I don't think he missed the playoff run since they joined the league. A lot of tough injuries between Chubb, between Ridley, between Dak Prescott. Too many injuries, this guy. But he still managed to make the playoffs. See, injuries will always take a hit on you. It's a matter how you will handle those injuries and make sure that you make the right moves, make the right, in his case, no trades, but he made the right pickups. He drafted well. Always a contender. Love it. Love it, Hot Chub. I've always been a fan. Always been a fan. CD's nuts. Started off strong. The second half of the season hasn't been so strong. He has Eckler back. It's gonna be a nice matchup. Eckler in his second game back. We all thought Brandon Cooks was out for the year. Apparently, he is starting. He's starting. Quick rundown of this matchup. The projections are very close, 158 to 150. Hot Chub has the upper hand. The odds are with Hot Chub. But who do I think will win this matchup? If you guys see these nuts, who has two players from the Seahawks playing the Jets. That's going to be a nice Egel. Then we got, just naming the relevant guys. I'm not a fan of Goldman. Buffalo D versus Pittsburgh. I don't know about that. Tua, I've always been a fan of. I love Tua, but he's got to show up. I'm hoping you have some plans for this guy. But maybe, lineups aren't set yet. I don't know. But Goff versus New England, Dalton versus Cincinnati. Quarterback matchups here are not as strong. Both playing some not so hard defenses, mediocre defenses, but running back is strong in this matchup. It's all about how the running backs will produce. So in this matchup specifically, I have CD's nuts taking the win. A.B. Cohen, coming from last place wearing the clown costume, making it all the way to the playoffs. Top contender. Got to 7-6. Respectable. I like him. I like you in this matchup. Let's go see these nuts. Toasty Malone's the biggest talker in the league. Another part of this veto trade. The guy that got the team that got the sour end of the deal. Put together a really nice team this year with no McCaff. He's hoping McCaff comes back, but apparently this guy every day is another injury. First his ankle or knee, and then his shoulder, and then now his thigh. This guy is a disaster. Probably the biggest bust of the year. Number 1 overall pick. Played 1 game, 2 games, 1.5. I don't know what he played, but definitely not enough. I'm sure they're praying, going mincha, arbit, shacharit, even throwing in a hallel from time to time for McCaff to come back. I know they are praying hard, but every day seems to be a disappointment with these news that come out for him. But if he does play, I see Toasty Malone's taking this win. El Jefe's cartel, just the, taking my name, shit. He's the 29% underdog. It's destruction waiting to happen. I mean, listen, I'm a fan of the underdogs, but if they're not making it to the playoffs in 4 years, and finally making it at 6th seed and limping. The guy lost, and he got in by other losses. It's not a strong entrance into the playoff contention. Listen, the quarterbacks below par. Receivers below par. Tyreek Hill I'm a big fan of, but receivers below par. Running backs, wow. Tight end, decent. Flex, boom or bust. Then we got Baltimore D versus Cleveland. Cleveland being a very good offense this season. Things don't look great, but it looks like the Toast Me Loans don't have the weather on their side. It looks like it's raining in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of his 10 matchups. It's raining. So let's see what happens. Anything could happen. It's fantasy football, but my pick in this matchup is the Toast Me Loans to enter the semifinals. So if this happens, we got Toasty Malone's versus yours truly, the commish, and we got the side commish versus CD's Nuts. This would be the semifinals. If this happens, I'm gonna start with the CD's Nuts matchup versus Side Commish. Side Commish's team has been rolling, bulldozing every team that goes through him. This guy has 1 loss on the season, and he does not look like he's going to take any more losses. This guy might bulldoze through, putting up 200 points a week, 170, 180, 190, 200. This guy is kicking ass, making trades, ripping off people. This guy is strong at every single position. I take the side commish to go to the finals. CD's Nuts may have put up a fight, but it all depends on what happens. Listen, I can't really see I don't know if I can see the matchups over here because I can't, between the players, but I'm just going to go with my gut and say that Side Commish will prevail in the semifinals and will make it to the finals. Then I got the matchup between myself and Toasty Malone's. I'm not going to comment on this matchup. I'll give you one pinpointer though. Toasty Malone's is very strong. His quarterbacks, top. Kyler Murray probably is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Top 2, top 3. I have the number 1, Mahomes, but the second is Ben takes the cake on the second one. Ben is doing well. He's running an 11-1 team. Oh no, sorry, he's running a 12-1 team. 11-1, 12-1. One of the guy has 1 loss on the season. Has top receivers. Metcalf just destroying everyone in his path. Thielen, reception monster, touchdown monster. I think he's leading the league in touchdowns. Amari Cooper, but he gets touchdown every now and then. He gets the points. He's definitely a top wide receiver 3, an above par wide receiver 3. We got Melvin Gordon, and again, pray Hallel, pray Musaf that McCaff comes, because without McCaff, I would not. I don't love the running backs, but every other position in your lineup is very strong. My team, Brady is not performing. Mahomes is Mahomes, but Brady's not performing. His guys, maybe he's putting up some points, 15. This guy could put up a 2 at any moment because he has no chemistry with his team. A nice pickup by me is Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is probably one of the best pickups of the season. Brought himself to a wide receiver too. And then we got Julio Jones that can't play a game. Guy jumps on the field, and then all of a sudden he breaks his leg. Can't play a game. So I'm praying as well for Julio. Running backs, Dalvin Cook, one of the best running backs in the league. Keeper. I'm confident. I hope he does not get injured. I hold my breath every time this guy runs the ball. Every time this guy just looks gimpy. And then we got Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram has been on and off, very boom or bust. He's the scary part of this matchup. This could be the kicker. Waller versus Ingram. It's a tough one. But Waller definitely has the upper hand. This guy just put up a 50 out of nowhere, and he can very much do so. Let me wait. Miley break. Overall, I don't want to say a winner in this matchup because it's so close. Both teams have really, put together a very nice lineup over the course of the last 14 weeks, and it's going to be an interesting week. It's going to be an interesting week to see who prevails. Week 14 to go to the semifinals. I respect every team in the playoffs. Everyone deserved to make it there, and as the commish, this is going to be a very, very exciting playoff run. I wish you all good luck and a merry Christmas, holiday, Hanukkah season, Kwanzaa. May you be jolly, and I will be watching over. So will my side commish. We will be watching over these two matchups and seeing who we will be defending. We will be fighting tough battles next week, but whoever it is, it's going to be a tough battle. So let's make it happen, boys. Good luck. And may the rest of your seasons be fantastic. And lastly, all non-playoff teams are now locked, so you cannot pick up, add, trade. You can't trade anyways, but you cannot pick up or add or drop anybody moving forward. The only people that can are the people in playoff contention. Thank you very much, and have a great night.